VisiCon's collaboration feature is ideal for work-in-progress collaboration. It allows you to quickly and easily collaborate with anyone instantly. It does not require an online account or extensive setup like other cloud solutions. Share and then track and integrate changes made by others, like issues, geometry, markups. It's a more effective coordination method than using static PDFs and ultimately saves you time coordinating your BIM model. How does it work? You start by saving your VisiCon file as a central model. You then distribute client models. These are highly compressed, secure files that have encryption and password protection. Because of their small size, the easiest way to distribute them is just as an email attachment. The recipients receive your model with any comments or questions that you have. They can then proceed, add their own views, add their markups, comment on your specific issues, change the geometry, and make any other change. They then send their client models back to you, and you go through a simple integration process that incorporates all of their changes into your model. Let's go through a simple example. We've loaded our BIM model into VisiCon, and our objective is to resolve a couple issues. To resolve issues, we first went ahead and identified all of our team members by creating them as users and assigned some of them to organizations. I've already gone ahead and predefined my various issues, so I have 4 of them defined that I need to clarify. I have a question about cantilever at location A, question about cantilever at location B, and if we look at this particular issue, we see there are actually 2 images or views associated with it. I have a question for the contractor about rebar congestion at a certain joint, and there's a general clearance question. For us to now proceed and collaborate, we go to the Collaboration tab. First thing we do is create an offline central model. We'll go ahead and give that a name. Once that's saved, you'll see that it also turns on the Save for Client. So we'll go ahead and set that option. And you only need to create one of these for all of the team members that you're collaborating with. We're going to open the client file. The client file is secured, so we need to select the user that we want to log in as. The client file opens up in whatever view the central was saved in. So I might not know if this is relevant to me or not, so I go to the dashboard and I can see there's a particular issue that's assigned to me, and I can also look at the overview. So let's assume that I'm part of Acme Construction or want to see what's this issue that is assigned to Zenith Construction, so I can just double click on this and it takes me to this other view. To work on my project, I will go ahead and go to the issues, and I can see these are all the issues that are assigned. This is the one that's assigned to me, so I look at this particular one, and I can see that there's a question about potential rebar congestion here. Now, the benefit of collaborating using VisiCon and an actual 3D BIM model markup as opposed to a 2D screenshot, which you could have sent, is I can now come in and inquire about additional information at this detail. So for example, I can see this is column D169, this is column D189. So for example, I could go into a column schedule and look at the reference. I might also want to, let's say, pick this one. I can see it's material C5. I can go to my material table, and if I look at C5, I can see, if I want to look at the material properties, I see that it's a 7200 KSI concrete. So that gives me the additional information that I can extract from a coordinating and collaborating details through an actual live BIM model as opposed to a 2D markup. In addition, I can come in and take a closer look. So this is going back to the issue. So this was my issue. I have one particular view. I can go ahead and create a new view. So this is now a new view that I've created, and it allows me to provide additional perspectives or markups. So I might be able to come in here, add additional comments. So we'll review this during shop drawing production, and I would be able to add additional comments. This is area of most concern. I've added my comments. I would be able to do additional markups, additional views, and when I'm done, I'll just go ahead and save my model and then email it back to the person that I'm collaborating with. We'll close this. I go back to my central model, and at this point I go to Collaborate, and this time we're going to integrate from Client. So I select here, select the file that I would have received, and it goes through an integration process. Once the integration is done, a integration console pops up. I can expand this, and what this allows me to do is it shows me all of the objects that are identical in the integration. It shows me if there are any conflicts. So in this case, if you recall, all we did is just add a particular view, and this was view A that was added, or this was a change because we made some modifications, and what was added by the client were a view. So this was a view as well as a callout. So this allows me to see exactly what was done and change between the two models. I can now go ahead and accept or cancel the integration, so I'll go ahead and accept. It has now integrated all of the changes from that client model back into my central. If we go to our issues, we go to the reinforcement detail issue, I can now pull it up and I can easily see that Patrick, in this case, has added an additional comment. This was a quick overview that showed you how the Visicon collaboration can be used to really facilitate ad hoc or work in progress collaboration by allowing you to quickly take any BIM model, create a central, add your comments, questions, issues, identify people, send it out, and get them to very quickly respond and send it back. And it's a much more effective method than using traditional 2D PDF markup methods. Thanks for listening.